All right, talk about best in class. You want like the Rolls Royce, the Lux, the creme de la creme when it comes to a humidifier, a fan, and an air purifier. Right now especially, I know it's really cold where a lot of people live. This is actually the time where that dry air and that dust in your house, because all the windows are shut, the air gets dirtier from cooking. I know this has a fan, and I'm thrilled about that, and you will use it all summer long, and if you have personal summers in the middle of winter, you'll use it. But this right now, this is when we need this most for the humidifier and the air purifier. It really is. There's not another product on the market like it.
No, it's unique and it's multifunctional. What I love about it,
So it replaces a bunch of different items.
Absolutely. It's your air purifier, your humidifier, which we need so badly right now. Everything is so dry. But then it's that powerful cooling fan. And the best part is it's smart. So what I mean by that is it knows when there is a change in your air quality, and it will automatically react and turn on and start cleaning the air.
So, okay, so I don't have this. This is actually much more fancy than mine. I can speak really, though, with a lot of experience with someone who has the Dyson, just the purifier component of this. Mine does not have the humidifier or the fan. But, or I guess it has the fan, doesn't have the humidifier. You know what's amazing is that any other air purifier I've ever had, I don't know when to turn it on.
Right. That's
I
the
can
problem.
be in a room and all of a sudden, my Dyson purifier turns itself on because maybe someone sprayed hairspray, or maybe someone's been cooking, or something else changed in the house. It's incredible. I don't even have to think about keeping my air clean.
Exactly.
And I have a daughter who has really bad allergies, so we have several Dyson purifiers, and it's actually made, it's a game changer for her.
Yeah, it's incredible because you'll hear it kick on and you know that it's doing its job. Not only do you know that because you hear it, you'll see it on this LCD display. It will show you what it's picking up, how it's working. I'm going to try to move it. Oh, the glare, is that better? There we go. It's a little, I don't know.
I think you had it right there. Probably, that's probably the best.
So it's going to show you your air quality. It's going to show you what kind of pollution it's picking up. And then the same way it can sense that change in air quality or pollution, it can also sense the dryness in the room. So you can set this and it will automatically add moisture to the room as it needs to.
This is genius.
It is so smart. You don't have to know when your air is dirty, when your air is dry.
And
just put this in your room and make your space comfortable.
You might be waking up in the morning and coughing a lot and thinking, am I getting sick or my throat hurts? You might just have been sleeping in really dry air.
Yeah, or your skin's really itchy and scratchy this time of year.
I have actually at times woken up and scratched my legs or my back at night because I was so itchy at night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think because there's so much to this, let's break it down into 3 parts.
I'm very excited. You go for it.
Let's do the purification piece first.
Okay, fine.
Because right now, I think it's really important because we're all kind of in our homes. We've closed the windows, we've shut the doors, and what have we done? We've trapped all the pollution inside, right? And many people spend up to 90% of their time indoors. Yeah. According to the EPA, the air inside our homes can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than the air outside. And I will tell you, I'm the first to admit, before I started learning about purification and air quality, I had no idea. I thought air pollution and pollution was an outdoor problem. And I thought when I got in my house, I was good, it was safe. But the reality is, we spray hairspray, we spray cleaning chemicals, we bring flowers into our home, we have pets that have pet dander, they run in and out and drag things in and out of our home, we burn candles, you know, all kinds of things that create pollution. So what this will do is, I'm gonna actually do a little demonstration for you to show you. Right now, I have it in auto mode, and you can tell by that A on the top, and you simply push auto on the remote, so it's not hard to get it into this mode. When it's in this mode, it's gonna show you your air quality. And see how we have that nice green line? That's showing us that our air quality is good right now. But wait till you see what happens when I spray some hairspray. So imagine, you know, I'm just getting ready for work, getting myself done. Look at what's happening on this screen. You can see how it's spiking up.
It knows that you put some chemicals in the air that maybe you shouldn't be breathing.
It's sensing them. Now it's showing us that it's picking up particle matter 2.5. It's counting how many particles per second. And it's going to keep cleaning the air until the air is back to that nice green level.
So you know what's so cool about this is that a lot of air cleaners, you don't even know when you should be running them.
Right.
You don't know, maybe you're running them and using up, electricity and using up the filter at times where your air is totally fine, or the air might not be fine and you don't have it on. I love a Dyson air purifier because I keep one in multiple places in my house. When the air is dirty, I hear it come on.
Yeah.
And that's it. It does the work for me. I never knew when to turn on an air purifier, and then sometimes I just forget to turn it off. I didn't even know what it was doing.
And with most air purifiers, you also, not only do you not know when to turn them on, you don't know when they're actually working. With this one, you're gonna see it just like you just did. And it's gonna show you. Again, look, you can see it's already almost back to green. We were all the way up in the red area. So you're gonna know when this is working, how it's working, what it's doing to clean the air. And it's actually, all of these holes are actively pulling in air from 360 degrees around.
I know our vacuum cleaner sold out, and I am so sorry I'm gonna say this. We don't have many of these to go around, and not at this price. You are saving about $150. You're getting it home for 5 easy payments of $150. We're gonna ship it for free. So that is the air purification part.
Yes.
And my daughter has really bad allergies. She is allergic to pets that we didn't know, and then she won't get rid of it. Like, it's a whole to-do.
I know.
She's allergic to dust. This has made, when my daughter comes home from college, having a Dyson air purifier in her room, we have one in the top of the hallway and down in our living room area, it's been a game changer.
Oh, I'm so glad.
No, it's a real game changer.
I know.
For anyone who has pet allergies, dust allergies, pollen, like, it makes a big difference in the quality of life in my home.
I can tell you, my neighbor, we're very close friends with our neighbors, and when he's allergic to cats, I have 2 cats, and when they used to come over, before I worked for Dyson, before I had an air purifier, he would be in our house for 15 minutes and be itchy, and his eyes were red, and he's irritated. Now he comes in, and he actually said, do you still have the cats? Did you get rid of the cats?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't feel that way anymore. It really can be a huge difference for you.
It's incredible. So that is the air purification.
Yes.
Now, that's what I have. I have 3 of them in my house. What I don't have, but what you're going to be able to get at a really wild price, is you're also getting the fan, which is nice, but you're getting the humidifier. This is now the total solution to better air quality indoors.
Absolutely. So now, like you said, if you have that itchy, dry skin, if you're waking up in the morning with that scratchy throat, it could be from many things, but it could just be that the room that you're sleeping in has very dry air.
Yeah.
So why not try to add a little moisture?
So can you talk to me about this humidifier? Because having the right level of humidity is really
so important.
Crucial.
Absolutely. So first of all, here's your gallon tank at the bottom here.
Oh,
okay?
that's a lot of water. Good.
So it holds a lot of water.
Where does the water go in?
And it's very easy to fill. So you're just gonna slide this out. It even has a handle, so you can carry this over to the sink.
Thank you.
Okay, now let me move this over so I can show you. You would take this little cap off, okay? Fill it up in your sink. This then pops back on.
Oh, so I'm not going to drip water all the way through the bedroom.
Not at all, not at all. And then it's actually, this little bucket is on wheels, so it rolls right back in and clicks into place. That's one of the ways that we have kind of improved humidifiers. Another way, and one of the objections a lot of people have, Sandra, with getting a humidifier is, have you seen how the water can get really gunky and gross?
So on old school humidifiers, unless you're on top of them all the time, they get so slimy that you shouldn't even probably be using them, because it's putting all that gunk into your air.
Exactly.
So you're trying to put humidity in the air, but you're also putting just a lot of stuff in there. Because it grows like all kinds of slimy mold and stuff.
And bacteria, and our engineers knew that was an issue. And so what happens with this is every single drop of water, so you're seeing that gallon tank, every single drop of water passes over a UV light. It's Dyson's ultraviolet cleanse technology. That light kills 99.9% of all bacteria that's in the water. So it's never going to
get scummy and gross inside my humidifier.
Never going to get scummy and gross, exactly.
That's actually such a major upgrade.
Major. And then another thing which I really appreciate is, if you've ever tried a different humidifier, that when you see that huge plume of vapor in the air, well, what happens is those moisture droplets are so heavy, they fall.
Yeah, I've gotten like floors wet and
your floor, your table wet. You're finding you have to get towels out to put around it.
The side of my bed, where I've put it beside the bed because I want that humidity while I'm sleeping.
Exactly. With this, you are never going to see a drop of water come out of this. I have it running right now on the humidify cycle. And I moved it.
Here, I'm going to put my hand here so everyone can see.
You got
wait.
it.
Let's move it just slightly.
There we go. Okay.
So what am I seeing here?
So see that little A up there? It's automatically going to humidify up to 50%. Now you can set it 30, 40, 50, 60.
And actually, just FYI, for proper humidity, you should have a humidity truly starting bare minimum 40%.
Yeah,
a lot
target
of homes
is
right
50.
now, a lot of people watching us right now have lower than 40 and a lot lower than 50,
yes.
which means the coughing, the dry throat, the dry skin.
And I can even show you what we have in here in the studio as I'm scrolling through all the different pictures.
I'm guessing it's going to be...
Our temperature is 65. I knew I was chilly. 28% humidity.
You know what? I'm screenshotting this because the next time I come to work, no, this is a true story. I probably shouldn't even say this. Sorry, Tim, facilities guy. I'm going to tell you right now, I come into the studio and I start coughing all the time because it's so dry.
It is dry in
and
here.
then I say to
Brian,
my producer, he knows I say it. I'm like, I don't even cough at home, and then I come in here and I start coughing.
I know, it is dry. It is dry. It's a big area.
Cut to me like using this screenshot in one of our next meetings. I told you it was dry in there.
Back to
So 28%, that's actually too dry. And you know what? At 28%, that's actually not good for your wood furniture. It's not good for your pets.
Right, so I have it set. It's going to keep working here. Now this is a really big area, so we'll let it do its thing for a little bit. But what's great about this is that I said, you're not going to see the moisture coming out. You're going to know it's working because you're going to see it on the screen, and you're also going to see this container empty, right, over time, because it's pulling the water from that. But the reason we made it an ultra fine mist where you won't even see it is because then those
I know I shouldn't dwell on
droplets-
it, but I feel really vindicated seeing how dry it is in here.
You're so funny. I'm going to take a picture of that for you.
Please do. Okay, let's not make it about me. And I'm always saying the studio's too dry. Okay, but this is actually like, if this were your home, you really would not want this at 28%. And we are going to see that number climb, and then we're going to feel better.
Yes, and the reason is these droplets are so tiny. We did that on purpose because they can travel further. They are lighter. The big heavy droplets of water fall to the ground and make the table wet. But these droplets are so ultra fine, they can travel throughout the whole room, really humidifying the entire space, and not getting your furniture wet, not making it a mess. So I love that our engineers took kind of the biggest objections to using a humidifier, and we've solved it.
Do you know, when I think about, there's a lot of things that you can spend $750 on, even though you are saving $150. But what is really more important than the air you breathe, and there's really only two ways to filter air. One through something like this, or your actual lungs. What's more important than the air you breathe in terms of the pollen, the dust, the dander, all that stuff that your lungs are dealing with? Take it out of the air. What's more important than your comfort? Like right now, this studio is honestly too dry. I was coughing a little while ago and Rachel had to bring me water. What is more important than your comfort? Or, you know, doctors always say when little babies have sniffles, put a baby humidifier in their room. There's a lot of problems though with having humidifiers. They get disgusting, they get slimy. A lot of times they're just very loud, right? No slimy, disgusting. And also, if you're running a humidifier, how do you know when to turn it off? Like, how do you know when you got it to the 40 or 50 or 55% that you want?
Exactly.
This turns itself on and off.
You can
so you
set it.
never have to think about it again. It will turn on.
So I turned off the humidifier,
Okay.
so you can do that if you want. I just turned it off. Now, I can set it to auto where it's going to target that 50% mark. Or if I want, I can do 30%, 40%. I mean, you get to choose how you're going to use this. The other thing that's great is it's also a powerful cooling fan. So we can't forget that, right? So the air is coming out right here through these vents. And what I want you to watch, I'm going to turn this.
Now, what about in the winter? Do I have to have like a cold fan?
You do not. You can actually send the airflow. There's two things you can do. You can send the airflow out the back of the machine, so you're not going to feel it in your room, or you can turn it off of. Right now, we had it on that auto fan mode.
Psychosomatic coughing now that I know it's 28% in here. Okay, no, excuse me, guys.
But you can turn the air speed all the way down to 1, and that's really just enough air movement to clean and humidify the air, but you're not going to feel that fan. It's not.
This is so genius.
So
I mean, leave it to Dyson to take all the kind of problems you've had with air purifiers and fans even and humidifiers, and create something that is really smart and works exceptionally well. Now, this exact model normally is $900. We're